The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. Q101 WKQX. WKQX HD1 Chicago. A Cumulus media station.
Now is your chance to GTFO with a shot at a $100 Visa gift card and be qualified for a trip for two to see a hot band in a warm weather climate. GTFO. Message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q101.
Well, here we go. One of your last chances to win this trip to the Foo Fighters in San Diego. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and everybody's got a shot. All you got to do is text PEDAL, P-E-D-A-L. Kenzie, why do you think we're doing pedal today?
Oh, my God. You guys are sick.
So Kenzie, for my birthday last week, you remember, got me a guitar pedal, which I love pedals. And when we see bands...
Have you even used it?
Well, since that day, because it was a rough day with taking Megan to the emergency room, I know it's been 8 days since then. But I'm going to use this weekend. I'll post a video later tonight of me playing Kenzie's blues pedal she got me.
It's a blues pedal. I want to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, Chicago blues. And I'm so happy. It's a great gift. And that's why it's pedal. Text that to 312-591-8300 right now. P-E-D-A-L. 312-591-8300. So you get a chance at that trip for two to Foo Fighters in San Diego. And a $100 Visa gift card, all from Brian and Kenzie and Q101 and Bettenhausen Automotive. Now, little teaser for next week. We've done this for 3 weeks. We had Blink-182, we had Fall Out Boy, and this week was Foo Fighters. Next week, another monstrous band. Maybe, dare I say the biggest?
Certainly the coolest, because you're gonna go see them. You're gonna go see them in their hometown.
What is it?
What is it? See, this is why we don't tell Kenzie, because I'm an appointment set. We call that in the business an appointment set.
And,
my
what is that, big guy?
That is at 7:20. We'll tell you what that band is and where it is, and your chance to win starts Monday morning at 7 a.m. with Brian and Kenzie on Q101 for that one. But focus on Foo Fighters right now. 312-591-8300. Text PEDAL right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but still a lot of, it's a big kerfuffle up there in Arlington Heights.
Okay.
With the Chicago Bears and the school district, the Arlington Park Racecourse actually sold to the Bears for $197 million. And the school district said, I think it's worth about $160. You guys paid a little bit too much, but $160 should be good to cover the taxes and make sure our kids can read properly and get computers in the school system. Maybe have a bus to take them to school when necessary.
A bus?
A bus. I don't know, all those things. But instead,
Sharing is caring.
But instead the Bears go, you're right, we did overpay, but it's more like $60 million value of that land up there, the old Hawthorne racetrack. So
a difference of $100 million.
$100 million difference, which is massive in the amount of taxes, property taxes will go to Arlington Heights if they build a stadium there. Now, we've heard from both sides. Some people in Arlington Heights love the stadium going there. Some people hate it. The traffic and the congestion and the construction for several years. Despite Kenzie's plight with her Teamster friends and construction friends, they cannot build the stadium in a couple months.
They totally could.
If they just tried, you mean?
They're out of resources because of how much they spent on the land.
They can't pay more people because they overpaid too much?
I guess. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so it said it'll take several weeks for the board to finally set the property value up there. I don't know if anybody listening is on the board in Arlington Heights. I'd love to be in those conversations. I won't talk, I promise. I'll just sit and listen.
You're just like the secretary. You're keeping the minutes.
Yeah. I just want to hear the arguments because it's just like...
He has to do sketches of the board.
He does a flip book.
Put a very, very angry-looking Ryan Poles, who happens to be in the conversation, just sitting there. But, Kenzie's the only homeowner of the show right now, and you can understand when, and you guys can totally relate to when your property tax bill comes, it sucks. It sucks.
It's the worst experience. Because ours comes twice a year.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, God, I feel like we're finally like in a good place as a family. And then I know, and I'm like, oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, no, that's fine. Like we're back to coupons on orange juice. Chill out, people.
It's baloney week this week. Hey.
It's like Shark Week in the Kenzie household, baloney week.
So I know some people that actually can pay it monthly and kind of build it up so they know it's coming. They're going to be ready for it. They have a little bit of a fund built up, but you're right. When I did own a condo, you do it every 6 months, and it was like, yeah, I'm going to go out here and maybe we'll buy a guitar today. Nope. Like $4,000 comes in all of a sudden, and it's outrageous. Illinois' property taxes are ridiculous, and I know this because when I go to visit my brothers and people in other states, like Tennessee, for example, my brother's got a massive house. It's like $500 a year for their property taxes, where for a condo in Chicago, it's like $200,000. It's like $14,000 a year.
Oh, my God.
It's stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I want to know where all that money goes. That's all I'm saying.
I think it goes to the mayor of Dalton, I think. She's got a little funnel.
She built a tunnel from Dalton.
Yeah, she sees Kenzie's property taxes coming in. She's like, oh, we stayed at the Four Seasons tonight.
Kenzie,
It's such a bummer because I've never stayed at one.
It's because you're paying all those property taxes.
Makes me so sad.
Picture Tiffany Henyard of Dalton, the mayor down there, eating crab legs that you paid for, Kenzie.
I want to throw up right now.
Somehow she ends up with your property tax money
She is living the life I've always wanted, and it makes me so mad.
because she's so corrupt.
Oh, she has everything I want.
You could be a con artist if you just put your heart to it, Kenzie.
I know. Where did I go wrong?
Nobody wants to work anymore. Nobody wants to scam.
We got people flexing here on the text line. Coca-Cola Mike checked in. Hey, Brian, my parents paid off a 30-year mortgage in 15 years with my dad being the only one working at Pepsi. He's one of my...
Coca-Cola Mike's dad worked at Pepsi?
Geez, what kind of fights did that cause in the house?
I need to know more about this family.
Did your dad disown you after that?
That's because Pepsi had plenty of money left over after they didn't pay the kid for the jet like they should have. That's right.
That's right.
Wait, what's that story? I forgot that story. What was that you're talking about, Kenzie?
That's Pepsi was trying to compete with Coca-Cola, which it could never with flavor. But anyways,
It can't.
but when they were trying to compete, they did Pepsi points. Remember when you get like Pepsi gear and stuff like that?
Yes.
And in the commercial that they put out was a jet, and I forgot what they wrote, like 100,000 Pepsi points, right? They put like a big number there.
Yep.
And a young kid figured out that like that would be a significantly cheap jet. Like it's a several $1,000s in Pepsi, but like that fighter jet's worth like millions of dollars.
Oh.
Yeah, on the scale, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they he teamed up with like a rich entrepreneur, got that much Pepsi, tried to get the jet, took him to court. It was like a whole thing. There's a really good docuseries on it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, boy. Let's
Yeah.
add that to the queue.
I will
Things you're never
say-
gonna watch.
I hope so.
I will say off air, I have told you all of that before, so it's interesting how much you don't listen to me.
But it was good hearing it on the air.
No, but like I'm looking at your face, and this is clearly a whole new world to you. So I wonder, when I told this story for 15 minutes after watching it, I just wonder what you were hearing in your head.
I was hearing like,
Probably pedals.
that's right.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So call right now, 312-591-8300 for your chance at Pixie's Modest Mouse tickets. You compete against Kenzie in trivia. Clash with Kenzie coming up. And also, big stuff here. 7:20 when we come back. Before Clash with Kenzie, we will tell you who next week's monstrous band is and where the trip is for GTFO. Yeah, it keeps going. It keeps going and going. I don't know how we're doing this, to be honest. I don't know. Thank God we're not involved in the process of...
Why? Because we get a trip then.
I know, it'd be nice, but to
I
make...
wish we had to personally oversee everyone's experiences.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
Right?
But you'll get it at 7:20. We'll tell you what next week's is. We'll also give you the code for this week's, again, what we did at 7 o'clock for Foo Fighters San Diego, one of your last chances for that.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
All right, so we got Pixie's Modest Mouse, special guest Cat Power. Kenzie, my wife loves that band, by the way. She told us, me and Casey.
What? Really?
She's been following the band Cat Power since 2006.
Have they been around that long?
They have.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Case, a little inside thing here. You know, Case loves Pixies and Modest Mouse, but does not like Cat Power. And Megan
I
called.
don't hate Cat Power.
You didn't like them. Well, Kenzie, here's what happened. So before we get to class with Kenzie, so my wife called in the car while Case in the car, and of course I pick up and I go, hey, Case in the car, don't talk crap about him. We're on speakerphone.
Brian's favorite joke.
And she mentions Cat Power, and Case says, I saw them a couple years back, and they were really entertaining. And then my wife, Megan, goes, oh, that's cool. I like them. And then I said, well, Case told me he doesn't like them. He doesn't think they're entertaining. And my wife goes, oh. And Kay said, well, why'd you have to out me there? Why'd you have to tell my wife a band was entertaining that you didn't like? It's okay to not like a band. He was just trying to go along because he knew my wife likes them, so he wanted to go along with it.
Trying to sleep with your wife?
Yeah,
That's what I got.
I just like your wife.
That's what I got out of it. He's trying to sleep with my wife.
It's working.
Cat Power's like a dating app. The band is trying to get them together there somehow.
I want to know if Jen from New Linux likes Cat Power or not.
Jen, do you like Cat Power?
I do not know Cat Power, but I do like Pixies and Modest Mouse.
Boom. That's enough. Just get there early and you'll learn about Cat Power. It's at Northerly Island on Wednesday, June 19th from our great friends at Live Nation. And remember, this is to 5, so first one to 5 wins. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails. 1, 2, 3. Call it, Jen.
Tails.
It's heads. All right. Kenzie, question number 1. Who hosted Jeopardy from 1984 until his death in 2020?
I only know this because of SNL.
Yeah.
Alex Trebek.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it. Alex Trebek.
I like that you don't know that because of Jeopardy. Only SNL.
The SNL version.
Yeah. Jen, what did the itsy bitsy spider climb up?
The water spout.
A water spout is right. Let's see. Kenzie, what is the tallest breed of dog in the world? Tallest dog?
Great Dane.
Great Dane. Aren't those like mastiffs bigger? You
No,
think?
Great Danes are so tall. Like Mastiffs are like big, like they're tall, they're wide, they're furry. Great Danes are tall as hell.
I had a friend who had a mastiff. It was like a couch. That dog.
I love Mastiffs.
You just like they lay on the floor. You just lay into them, and it's like they got
They're
armrests.
so cute and they're so sweet. They're all fuzzy. Great Danes are like they look like they could kill you because they're so like sleek and they're so fast and like I don't know.
Got any
They're
dogs?
like a werewolf.
Got any dogs, Jen?
I have a small dog, not a big dog.
Oh.
Yeah, small dog crew right here. That's what's up, Jen.
Small dog posse. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
All right, Jen. Back to you. Jen, what city is known as the city of brotherly love?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is right. The birthplace of my wife. Let's see. Kenzie?
Yep.
Which NFL team holds the record for the most Super Bowl appearances?
I'm gonna say probably still the Patriots, even though the Chiefs are being super attendance lately.
They do have superintendents to the Super Bowl. You're right.
They're being super attendancy, the Chiefs. You're right. The Patriots, even though they've won the most in that situation, they've also appeared the most. So Kenzie's got 3. Jen's got 2.
Back to Jen.
Jen, the College of Cardinals elects what religious position?
The Pope.
The Pope is right.
Oh my God. I thought that was like a football question.
You know, they do it like they get in that room, then they put smoke up, and that's when
Yeah.
they know they decided a Pope.
I think it's white smoke is no Pope, black smoke is Pope, or maybe it's the other way around. But
yeah.
you're literally decoding
So they
smoke
can't
signals.
talk.
No, they can talk. They're not monks.
They just don't
take a vow
talk to
of
the
silence.
They don't talk to the press, basically. They just
Yeah.
let them know with smoke.
And you know what they're smoking in there, right?
They couldn't just like send a text like no Pope.
They don't do that.
Popeless.
Picture all those Cardinals
We're
in there.
popeless.
They're all smoking it up, eating Doritos, and they think we picked a Pope. We didn't pick anybody yet. All right.
All right, 3-3 back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, Apple's CEO, Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs, who gave you the phone you're maybe listening to this radio show on right now, was known for wearing what color turtleneck?
Black.
Well, those black turtlenecks he did. He was totally known for it.
Like if Brian had to wear a turtleneck, it would be that color. so.
Yeah. I have my button-down black shirt for my Windy City weekend appearance today on ABC 7, thanks to Kenzie.
I got you.
Thanks, girl. That'll be at 11:30 on ABC 7, by the way.
Shameless plug in the middle of our bit.
Why don't we get back to Jen? 4-3, Kenzie's ahead, but it is Jen's question.
Jen, The Parent Trap was the Disney debut for what film star?
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, I didn't know that was her debut. That's awesome.
Disney debut. 4-4, Kenzie can win it with the correct answer.
Ooh! Next one wins. Let's see here. Kenzie, what U.S. restaurant originally went by the name Pete's Super Submarines?
What?
So what U.S. restaurant originally a chain that went by Pete's Super Submarines?
Subway?
It was Subway.
Thank God. Thank God.
Thank God what? It wasn't called Jared's...
It wasn't called Jared's Big Pants.
Oh, man.
Jared's footlock.
Well, I'm sorry, Jen. You did not win.
Oh, give her the tickets. Don't be a
What?
bitch.
I'm so excited! Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right, you can only go if you're going to see Cat Power. Get there early.
I will definitely go and get there early.
Yes.
Oh, great job, Jen. You're going.
The Q101 Morning Cruise Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
I'll tell you what, for everybody else, we'll give you that code again after Pierce the Veil for Foo Fighters in San Diego. One of your last chances to win that free trip from Brian and Kenzie and Q101 about 3 minutes away.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.